Which one of the Yu-Gi-Oh protagonists is the best? And I say that as in which one would realistically win in a duel. Now I'm only using the first 6 protagonists: Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh, Jaden from GX, Yusei from 5Ds, Yuma from Zexals, Yuya from Arc 5, and Yusaku from V-Rains. Brains. However you pronounce it. So I'm leaving off these 2 protagonists from Gen 7 and Gen 8. If these 2 can just wipe the floor with everyone, let me know. But I don't know them like that, so I'm gonna just leave them out. Now these protagonists range from okay to great, but we're not basing it off character. We're going strictly off skill. Yuma's the first one out. I don't think anyone's gonna disagree with that. He's the protagonist without protagonist powers, so he is out first. Now the second one out is kind of close, but I'm gonna say Yuya is next. Though he has 39 wins, he also has 5 losses, and out of the remaining bunch, he is the second least experienced. So realistically, I think he would be out next, followed by Yusaku. Now though he has a perfect record, he's never lost, he's only had 25 wins, and arguably the least experienced out of all of them. Though he's had a perfect record, I do think his lack of experience would cause him to take his first L from either Yugi, Yusei, or Jaden. So I think he'd be out next. And that leaves the trio. Now let's not act like these 3 were gonna be the last 3 to play. And funny enough, they've all actually met each other. On canon, of course, but that's okay. But realistically, I'm gonna say Jaden is out next. I know he's some of your favorites. I get you. I love Jaden as well. But we're not playing favorites with this one. Now we already know that Jaden's actually versed Yugi, and realistically, I think he would have lost that bout. But Jaden also has 5 losses, even though he has the most wins and the most duels under his belt. The thing, however, is all of Jaden's losses were clean losses to people that were better than him. Now there's definitely an argument that Jaden could be the best out of all of them, but realistically, I think he's already lost to Yugi, and Yusei is arguably the most experienced out of all the protagonists. I think he falls on 3rd place. And that leaves us with Yugi versus Yusei. Now this realistically is really close because they both have the same loss record. Now I know it says that Yugi has 5 losses, but realistically he only has 1. And that's to Raphael. The one against Kaiba, he could have won but chose not to. The one against Rebecca, he could have won but he chose not to. The one against Joey, he could have won but chose not to. And technically he did win the one against Pegasus. The moment he says I attack should have been the end of the game, but the plot saved Pegasus. Meanwhile, Yusei has only ever lost 1 duel, and that was against Jack. Now, Yusei does have the second most wins in the whole series with 52. And being the oldest, he has the most experience underneath his belt. So realistically, he should win. However, I think Yugi would win because of 2 major factors. One, he has the God cards on his side, and in the anime, they are broken beyond belief. But what gives it the edge is the Millennium Puzzle, which is a giant cheat code. Because this thing just means he wins. And despite of every other protagonist, Yusei included, they all